So, today we will discuss a different topic means under clustering only, but earlier algorithm whatever we discuss is quite bit old and classical algorithm. So, obviously, the classical algorithm still people are using them like k-means and then hierarchical clustering. Okay. So, today we will talk about the state of the art work, the density based clustering method. Okay. So, here concept is little different. Density based clustering method views cluster as the dense region in the feature space which are separated by relatively less dense region. So, here instead of computing the some global criteria, we look into the some local region of a point and then take a decision. Here in the first point it is saying ki, so cluster is nothing but a dense one dense region here and then maybe some lesser dense region and then maybe another dense region. So, then density based clustering method views cluster as the dense region, this is a feature space, a two dimensional feature space and which are separated by relatively less dense region. So, this is the less dense region. So, this is not a cluster. Okay. So, this may be noisy point and others, and earlier hierarchical clustering method, traditional hierarchical clustering method like single linkage and others, it cannot work in presence of the noise. So, it is assumed that there is no noise, but beauty of this clustering method, that is density based clustering method, if there is noise also, so it can work. So, these are the points are noise and still it can identify there is a cluster here and there is another cluster here. So, as because it will look into only the points which is nearby points, not the whole points. So, like in single linkage we see the within the all pairwise distance which one is the minimum. So, density based clustering approach optimizes the local criteria, and DB-scan density based spatial clustering of application with noise, as you see the name itself say is if there is a noise also. So, it can work. So, DB-scan is very popular approach. Okay. First introduced in DB-scan was introduced in 1996, okay. And then there is many modifications or updation of this DB-scan, but this is the golden algorithm, first algorithm in density based approach. And this algorithm has many application, I think more than 8,000 citation it has, and still people are using DB-scan algorithm. Okay. So, we will look into how this clustering algorithm works. So, DB-scan is a density based clustering method, as I said, which can find the arbitrary safe cluster. This is another density based clustering algorithm, has another advantage over traditional clustering method, let us say k-mean and others. Okay. It can find arbitrary safe cluster. K-mean only can find the spherical safe cluster, okay, convex safe cluster. So, if the cluster shape is like this one, it is very unlikely that traditional clustering method can find, but DB-scan can find, or say density based clustering can find this type of structure. And k-mean is like a convex shape, or say let us say spherical kind of shape is very good for applying k-mean, but wherever we know that there is arbitrary safe cluster, there are arbitrary safe clusters, then obviously we should not apply k-mean or traditional clustering approach. If possible, we will try with density based clustering approach. So, idea of this clustering approach is very simplified here. So, in a data set we have the set of points, right, that is the called the data set, it has the set of points. What it is done, each point is classified into 3 categories. So, each point in this point can have 3 any one of the 3 categories it should belong. So, as you know that it does not have label, okay. We are not using label information, but we will use some information, or they have used some statistics of each data point to identify whether point belongs to any one of these category. One is called the core point, another is called the border point, another is called the noisy point. It is very simple idea, but really powerful and potential idea. Okay. So, this point will be called the core point. When this point will be called core point? So, if this point has a certain minimum number of points, this point has means within this neighbor of this point there will be a minimum number of points, minimum, so let us say minimum is 4. So, initially we fix it, so let us say minimum is 4. How do we fix it, that we will see. So, if any point is having nearby region, it has 4 number of points, then we will say that point is a core point. Now, say this point region, it may be only this region or it may be this region or entire data set might be a region. So, therefore, we have to define very precise way what do you mean by the region or what do you mean by the a point has a minimum number of points. So, here we go, a hypersphere of radius epsilon centered at the point x, which point, for which we want to identify the whether it is a core point or other points. A hypersphere of radius epsilon centered at the point x has more than a certain data points, then x is called the core points. So, I repeat it here. Let us say I have a data set here and I want to identify whether this point has or this point is a core point or not. So, what is the task? So, I will create a hypersphere in higher dimensional, in 2 dimensional I create a circle with a certain radius. So, that is also input is given. So, epsilon. So, these 2 parameters is known, let us say mu and epsilon. So, if the point with point centered, if you draw a sphere or circle in 2D centered at the point epsilon and with centered at the point x and with a radius epsilon, and within this region if it has, that is minimum number of points, more than the minimum number of points, then the x is called the core point. So, if the minimum is 4, so it is more than it is saying. So, it should have, each point should have 5, or let us say if we define x as more than equal to the minimum number of points. So, then if the point is having the 4 points, so then we will say that point is the core point. So, that means a point will be the core point if within the region, what is the region? So, we will draw a circle or hypersphere in higher dimension, and within the hypersphere it should have the threshold number of points, then that point is the core point. And then what is the border point? The point is not a core point. So, that is obviously the border point is not a core point. The point x is called the border point if hypersphere has less than the minimum number of points. So, it has not 4 number of points, it is lesser than 4 number of points, it can be 1, 2, 3 number of points, and that is not sufficient to be the border point, and there is a nearby core point. That means, so let us say this point, I want to identify this point whether it is a core point or not. So, we identified it is a core point. So, if the point is core point, so obviously that point cannot be the border point or that point cannot be the noisy point. So, it is a like exclusive relation. So, if a point is a core point, that cannot be the border point, or if a point is a border point, it cannot be the core point. So, now I will test it this point, I will draw a hypersphere and I will count within the hypersphere how many number of points. Let us say it has 3 points and minimum point is threshold distance is 4. So, obviously, this point is not a core point. Whether this point is a border point, we have to check the statistics of these 2 points or these 3 points. Among these 3 points, if any one point is a core point, what is the core point? if I draw again hypersphere within this region centered in this point, it has minimum number of points, then it is a core point. Then this point is called the border point. So, a point is not a core point, that is fine, but I will see within the region of that point has any core point or not. If it has any core point, then only that point is called the border point. And then what is noisy point? The point is neither core point nor border point. That means, I will count number of points and then number of point is lesser than 3, lesser than 4. So, it is 2. So, it may be the border point. Now, I have to check this point. Again I will draw a let us say circle here, and if it happens that this point is also not a core point, then I will go for checking for this point is also not a core point, then this point is actually noisy point. So, concept is clear. So, for each we will identify each point what is its class, whether it is a core point, border point, noisy point. So, do not mix with the class level in the classification. So, we classify each point into any one of the 3 categories. So, we define these 3 categories. A point can be the core point if within the periphery it has more than minimum number of points, more than equal to minimum number of points. If it is not, it can be the border point, it does not have, but within the region any point is having the more than threshold distance of point. That means, any one of the point is a core point, and it does not satisfy any one of these 2 conditions, that is core point or border point. So, the third point is the noisy point. So, this is the basic concept of the DV scan. So, now we will give some definition, but keeping those things in mind. So, this is the base of the rest of the discussion. So, this is one example. So, minimum point is 4. So, this point is a core point because it has 4 number of points 1, 2, 3, 4. So, it should have the lesser equal to number of minimum points. So, it can be minimum number of points or it can have more than number of points. So, this point is a core point. Now, what happened to this point? So, this point within the let us say this point, not this point, this point. This point has excluding this point, it has 2 points. So, 2 it is not fulfilling the minimum number of points, but happens that this point is a core point. So, therefore, this point will be considered as the border point. And now, go to this point here, within the periphery here it has only single point. So, obviously, it cannot be the core point, and then within this periphery let us say here there is no other point. So, this point cannot be also the core point. So, therefore, this point will be the noisy point. Now, we will give some definition here, but definition is obviously is easy if you understand the earlier concept, that is core point, border point and noisy point. Now, we will define something directly density reachable. A point or pattern or an object y is directly density reachable from another point or pattern if there is a distance between these 2 points is epsilon. That means, in other way around, then and x is a core point. Okay. So, directly density reachable, this is very important, it should be less than epsilon and x is a core point. So, other way around. So, if we identify whether this point is a core point or not, so what we do it? We draw a circle in 2D and sphere in a higher dimension, in hypersphere in higher dimension, and obviously, if it is a core point, we will get the minimum number of points. So, let us say it has 5 number of points. So, all these 5 points will be the directly density reachable, because we know the distance of this radius is epsilon. Okay. So, then it is saying the object y is directly density reachable from the another point x. So, this is x and let us say all other points are y. X is a core points. So, therefore, core point to all other points within their neighbors or within the region, all points will be the directly density reachable. Next is not direct, what is missed here? Only the density reachable. What is the definition it says? Let us say y is a point here and then x is another point here. We will say y is density reachable from x if there is a sequence of point where each point is directly density reachable from the others. That means, if y will be density reachable from the point x, there should be a set of points, let us say x 1, x 2, x 3, x 4, x 5, where each point will be directly density reachable from the other points. So, that means, x must be the core point, because if x 1 is directly density reachable from x. So, then what is the criteria? So, x should be the core point. So, if we draw it a region here from the point. So, this is centered x. Okay. So, this is the centered x and this point should be the directly density reachable. That means, x 1 should be within the hypersphere which is centered at the point x. It is not sufficient and x should be the core point. And similarly, x 2 also should be density reachable from x 1. So, x 2 also should be density reachable from the x 1. This is not sufficient, x 3 also should be directly density reachable from the x 2. X 4 is also directly density reachable from x 3. Similarly, x 5 also directly density reachable from x 4, and say another point, let us say x 6 should be directly density reachable from x 5, and y should be directly density reachable from x 6. Then we can say y is density reachable from x. That means, all the points x 1, x 2, x 3, x 4, x 5 and x 6 all must be the core point. Otherwise, it cannot be directly density reachable from the other points. But they are not talking about what is the status of y. Y need not be the core point, because y is directly density reachable. Y can be the core point also, it may be the core point, but it is not the necessary that y will be the core point. If the y is the border point also, that is also okay, because x 6 is a core point, it is directly density reachable, y is directly density reachable, but y can be the border point. You got my point? So, if I say y is density reachable from x, that indicates that x must be the core point. But what is the characteristics of y? Y can be the core point and y can be the border point also. So, let us say I say x 2 is the density reachable from x, because we will get a sequence of points, sequence length is 1. So, x 1 is a point, we can reach from x 1 to x to x 1 and x 1 to x 2. So, we can reach it. So, there say point y is density reachable from another point if there is a sequence of pattern. What is that sequence of pattern? So, there is only point x 1 and x 1 to x 2 is also a density reachable, and x 2 happens to be a core point, but it not required to be the core point to be the density reachable. So, therefore, this relation is not. So, we cannot say that x is density reachable from y. We can say y is density reachable from x, but we cannot say x is density reachable from y. Why? Because y may not be the core point, because if you say some point is density reachable from other points, the point from where we say that must be the core point, because we should have a sequence of points which are directly density reachable. Directly density reachable from which point, that point must be the core point. So, therefore, this relation is not the symmetric. As you understand, the symmetric means if I say is y is density reachable from x, and similarly if I write it x is density reachable from y. So, then only we can say this relation is symmetric, but we cannot say because y need not be the core point. But in this case, let us say from here to here and here to here, for this case we can say is this point is density reachable from here and this point is density reachable of y, because this is a core point also, this is a core point, but not in general we cannot say that this relation is symmetric. Now, we will move to the another definition, it is called density connected. So, two objects, pattern x is density connected from the y. Let us say we have a point x and we have another point y. Pattern x is density connected from y. So, we can say is x is density connected from y. So, x is density connected from y. So, let us say I put mark here. So, x is connected from y, let us say we write it here, because we already have written here. So, we have point x, pattern x is density connected from y if there is a pattern x c such that both x and y are density reachable from x. So, two points are there x and y, we say x is density connected from y if there exists some point, let us say x c. From x c both of them are density reachable. That means, from x c there will be a sequence of point and then you can reach x 1 with this concept. So, then x c must be the core point, because density reachable means from which point, that point must be the core point. So, there should be a point x c. So, no need to mention x c is a core point. So, that point is reachable from x c and y also reachable from x c. So, here there will be one sequence, this is another sequence, and both the sequence here, both point x and y should be density reachable from the other point, that is x c, x c is a core point. Then we will say is the x is a density connected from y. But similarly, we can say y is density connected from x, because same way, because there should be x c from where both the point are density connected. So, this relation is symmetric, not this one. So, this is not symmetric, but this is symmetric. So, then based on the core concept of the basic concept of the core point, border point and noisy point. So, we develop some definition to understand when we will say these set of points are the core point. One is density, directly density, another is density reachable, another is density connected. Now, when we will say a set of point is a cluster, here we go. So, here some example x and y both are density connected from the point x c. So, here, so minimum point is here considered is 3. So, x c is a core point, and then so all point is having minimum number of points, okay, and then y is density reachable from x c and x is density reachable from x c, and then therefore, x and y is density connected, and this is a noisy point. Now, how do you define a set of point can form a cluster? Let us say in a region we have a set of point here, we have a set of point here and we have a set of point here. I said a set of points, right. So, let us say I took some points from here, let us say point A and B, I put some point from here C and D, I took some point E. So, that also a set of points, right. So, then I have a set of point A, B, C, D and E. As you see, these points are arbitrarily we have taken, and then we will say whether these set of points can form a cluster or not. Now, we will go when we will say is a cluster. So, a cluster is a subset of the entire data set, that means a group of points, any arbitrary group of points. We will say that set of point is a cluster if it holds the following properties. What are those properties? You take any two points in that set, that should be density connected. What is the density connected? So, there should be some point, core point, and from where both the points should be reachable. And number 2, if you consider any point within the cluster and if it is a core point, so you include the all points which are density reachable from X should be also in the cluster C. Now, I consider A, B, C, D. Let us say A is a core point. Now, then what is the condition? If X is a core point, then all points should be density reachable. So, now can we reach from A to C? Because let us say we have a sequence A to B, and after to reach the point C, you have to come through the sparse region, and then sparse region point may not have the minimum number of points. Here we have seen there is no point itself. So, it cannot be the again the core point. So, you will not get the sequence of point to reach the point C D. So, therefore, this cannot form a cluster. So, we can take any arbitrary set of points, but it must satisfy these two conditions. So, if you take any point, that 2 points should be reachable from all other points, that means X and Y should be density connected, and if you get any one of the core points, all other points you can reach from the core point. Now, here is the algorithm. So, what is the task you have to do? So, let X be a pattern in the data set, and you identify if X is a core point. So, you identified, how do you identify whether X is a core point? You have to compute distance from X to the all other points, and you have to count whether. So, how do you do it? So, let us say X is a point and you have a threshold distance. What is the threshold distance? So, epsilon. You count the all other points, whenever the count is, let us say you count the, say you have a points here, and then patterns you count distance from here to here, here to all other points, and you have to check the distance is less than epsilon. So, then within this neighbor that point should be included, and it is, if it is more than minimum number of points, so it is a core point. So, if X is a core point, then what do you do? Again you take some other points within the epsilon, and again you start doing the same thing, again you compute the distance, and again you find the its epsilon neighbors, and the point which is already marked, let us say then explore this epsilon neighbor in recursive manner, mark the point as a sin. So, this is sin and explore again, this is sin and explore again, and then you keep on exploring the all other points in the same cluster. And then when you reach that point here, we obviously you will reach a point is something called the border point, and within the epsilon. So, you border point you reach from the some core point, right, and then you reach the border point, you explore. So, you cannot go, you explore cannot go. So, entirely you explore the all points in a clusters, but there may be some other point in the data set, then you have to take other points and start doing the same thing. But because we do not know the which point will be the core point or which point will be the border point. So, therefore, it may happen that you started with the border point. So, within the epsilon there is no sufficient number of points, okay, but immediately you cannot declare this point is a noisy point. So, let us say you started with a point and within the epsilon it has only 2 points. So, obviously, this point is not going to be the core point, and it can be the noisy point also, but we do not know until unless you check these 2 points, and you cannot go from this point, because once you reach the border point you do not explore the any of its neighbor. So, then you leave it, this point is considered as a temporary noisy point, not the final noisy point. Now, you may start exploring some other points and other point, you reach this point. Now, you identified this point is a actually is a core point and its neighbor is already marked, but that is noisy point, but actually it should be the border point. So, that time you change the noisy point to the border point. So, that is why at any stage if you any one of the neighbors is a border point, no need to explore the point, but include it into the cluster. So, you cannot go if you get the border point, you cannot explore its neighbors, and if x is neither core point nor the part of any cluster, then mark x as the scene and temporarily marked as a noisy point. So, as I said is just few minutes before, if you see this is not a core point and you can this is not a also cluster point. So, temporarily you put at the noisy point, and after doing this one finally, you mark the temporarily mark the noisy point does not belongs to any cluster, then the point is declared as a final noisy point.